What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's David here with Mac Tutorials 14. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to manually install Cydia on your iOS 8 jailbroken device via SSH. Alright guys, so before we get into this tutorial, I just wanted to briefly mention that this is a follow-up tutorial from the tutorial I posted earlier in the week, back on Thursday. And so this will actually show you guys how to install Cydia on your iOS 8 device. Now, you must be jailbroken. You could go in the link in the description below to see my tutorial on how to jailbreak iOS 8, but go to the link in the description below to CyberDuck.com or .io, my mistake, and go ahead and download the program for Mac. And once you download it, go ahead and open that up. So once you go ahead and do that, next what you want to go ahead and do is go ahead on your iPad. As long as you're jailbroken, go ahead on your iPad and unlock your device. As you guys can see, I am jailbroken by that Pangu icon. So go ahead and click on that, and now you need to make sure that you have the Open SSH package from Pangu installed in order to get this to work. If you do not have that installed, you will not be able to do this. So just make sure you have Open SSH installed, so go ahead and install that. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like when you install it. For anyone that didn't see my jailbreak tutorial first, I do, I do think that you should watch the jailbreak tutorial before you watch this if you haven't jailbroke your device yet. But for those of you who already have, just go ahead and install OpenSSH if you haven't already, and just check to make sure that's installed. And you can do that by opening it up, and it should say reinstall if it is installed, and you know it is installed if you see that. So go ahead and open up CyberDuck on your computer. Next, go on your iPad and go under Settings, Wi-Fi, and next you should be connected to your Wi-Fi network. Now, for this to work, you got to be connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and on this you got to go ahead and basically click the little I on your Wi-Fi network. So go ahead and click that, as you guys can see, and so now it should say IP address. It should be the first thing that pops up. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do, as you guys can see, is my IP is 192.168.1.4, as you guys can see in my iPad. So I'm going to go ahead and press open connection on my computer, change that to SFTP, the SSH file transfer protocol, and next under server, we're going to go ahead and type in that IP address that I just said earlier. So it is 192.168.1.4. So that is my IP address. Next, for the username is root. So we're going to go ahead and type in ROOT. So ROOT. And next, the password, always in lowercase letters, is Alpine, ALPINE. Next, after you do that, go ahead and press connect. And you should see it's connecting. Should take a couple seconds. It says unknown fingerprint. Basically what that means is that this device is connecting for the first time. It's unknown. Do you want to connect to it? So just press allow. It's supposed to do that. You're supposed to get this message. Just press allow. And as you guys can see, we are now in the root file system of our device. So we should be in the private var root section. And after we get there, that is the directory that you want to navigate to. So after we get to there, there's going to be 2 Cydia files that we're going to need to download, and that will also be in the link in the description below. So go ahead and download those two. It should bring up a mega link. So go ahead and download those two, put them in a folder, and put them on your desktop. That's what I've done. You can do either or. Just make sure you know where those 2 files are so you can go ahead and transfer them. We're going to need them pretty soon. So go ahead and click into media. Next, we're going to go into media and right click and make a new folder. Once we make that new folder, we're going to name that new folder Cydia, so capital CYDIA, create. And next, once we have that Cydia folder, we're going to go ahead and click into that Cydia folder. And next, once we're in that Cydia folder, we're going to create another new folder and name that audio install. So we're going to go ahead and create a new folder, and AUTOINSTALL. And as you guys can see, press create. And next, what we want to do is go ahead and click into auto install. And now drag both of those .deb files that we have right here. Go ahead and drag those into this little window here, and it's going to actually go ahead and say unknown fingerprint again. We can go ahead and allow that, and as you guys can see, it did transfer those 2 .deb files over. So now it is in that part of the directory. So now we just got to install it. So we're going to go up to go and send command, and next we're going to go ahead and paste this command. It should be in the description below as well. into this little command window. So as you guys can see, we're going to press send, and it should look like it's not really doing anything, which is good. That's what you want. Now, I'm really not sure if it's actually installing it. It's giving me a lot of errors here, so I do input this code a lot more times. But anyway, guys, as you guys can see now from here, what we want to do is go on our iPad and go ahead and turn off our device. So go ahead and press the power button until you see the little, slide the power off, and go ahead and slide that and wait till it powers off fully. And then once it powers off fully, go ahead and turn the device back on. So we're just going to do a full reboot. So if you do this into the little CyberDuck window, there's a command called reboot. If you go and send the reboot command, it will reboot the device, but it will not display Cydia. It will not do anything. So you will have to actually manually reboot your device by going like this. So once we go ahead and reboot our device should come back up, and then we should slide to unlock. And as you guys can see, we do have Cydia. So let me swipe over, and we do have Cydia on our second page. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and press that. So after we press that, it says preparing file system. Cydia will exit when complete. It's just doing that normal dance. Basically what that means is it's initializing all of the files that comes on for Cydia, and it will reboot the device when it's complete. So as you guys can see, we are back up. Swipe over, click on Cydia, and now as you guys can see, Cydia is fully loaded up, and here it is on iOS 8, guys. So it does display a little message upon installing. It says, almost nothing works for iOS 8 yet. Please be patient while Pangu works on the many things of iOS 8. That's wrong. Cydia Substrate, which is the foundation to most of the packages found on iOS 8 or found on Cydia, is not correctly working yet, so you need to respring. So more details are found here. It says blah, 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 at Pangu team and at Soric. Basically just talking about Pangu 8 and how it kind of half installs things and some things are not going to be working properly. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it does say iPad 2.5 on iOS 8.1, Cydia 1.1.13. So it is the latest version of Cydia. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, this is David signing out. Peace. Go into settings, general, and about, and as you guys should be able to see, it was on 8.1. So now just go ahead and wait for this to install. So again, the only way that this is successfully going to work is to make sure that you have Find My iPhone or Find My iPad or whatever you want to call it turned off. So anyway, it's going to say restore in progress. It's going to look like it's restoring, but don't worry, it's not restoring. It's just applying all the jailbreak data from the jailbreak tool, so you're completely okay. It's gonna look like it's restoring. I know it's scary. When I first saw it, I got a little bit scared. I thought it was restoring. I was a little bit confused, but just let it do its thing. It's okay. It's completely okay. And when you come up, you should see that everything's working normally. So let's go ahead and open that app that you just saw. And when we open that, that actually will respring our device. So just play around with it a bit, and it should go into its final respring.